Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
How hath the oppressor ceased? How has the so-called white man ceased from destroying everything and ruling? How has this happened? How have you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Does the scripture say we gonna narrowly look upon him like, man, this dude here? We gonna see them elites, them Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, man, like, man, these crusty ass Edomites, man. These pieces of crap. These were the ones that was ruling. Go ahead.
The golden city ceased.
The golden city has ceased. Babylon is going to stop. America is going to stop real soon.
Right.
It's going to come to a complete halt. Go ahead, bro.
Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked.
The Most High broke the staff of the wicked, man. The staff shows that you got rulership, man.
That's right.
When you got that staff, man, you can beat people into subjection, man, but he's gonna break that staff. Go ahead,
and the scepter of the rulers.
And the scepter of the rulers, man. And also that staff represents stability too, man. Wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of our times, man. Having a lot of money, having a lot of gold, trusting in the so-called white man, trusting in your wife, trusting in your kids, man, it's not gonna get you nowhere, man.
That's right.
Only thing that's gonna get you somewhere is trusting in the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
God. He who smote the people,
that's what I'm looking for. Go ahead.
In wrath with a continual stroke.
Right, man. So the so-called white man, he has smoked the Negro, Latino, Native American man with wrath with a continual stroke, man. And to this day, our people are broke down, man. Our people are eating everything that they want to eat. They drinking everything they want to drink. They listening to all this garbage music out of there. You know, they shoot you. They're already shooting you down in the streets. That's already happened. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. That's happening today, man. That's a prime example, man. You know who's doing that? You know who's killing a lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? The Lord.
That's right.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He's killing a lot of y'all, man, because y'all don't want to get right. Okay? Go ahead, brother. Is there any more on that?
Yeah, a little bit more. All right. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted.
He that ruleth the nations with anger is persecuted, man. What other nation on the planet Earth other than America isn't ruling all the other places of the earth, man? America got embassies and democracy set up all across the world, man.
Military bases. If I can say this too real quick, because like, why the hell, like even in Japan to this day, Hiroshima, why the fuck do America has a military base? Basically in every country that they basically have taken over or took resources, they still have a military base, which basically is an occupation, like the brother just said, which establishes an embassy. But let's pull the flip side of the coin. Do the so-called Japanese, do they have a military base in America? So if you a man of logic, of reason, you would say that's hypocrisy, right? But the so-called white man, the Edomites, like the brother's going into, he's able to get the pass and just ruling wickedness all throughout the earth, man. Yeah. That's just more justification why the Most High is gonna have to bring sudden destruction upon this nation, man. You know?
That's right. I'll check this out.
Yeah. You got
this out. You have the so-called white man that created the nuke. The nuclear bomb, the atom bomb, right? He created it and used it and killed thousands upon thousands of people, right? But as soon as Iran wants to make a nuclear weapon, what happens? We got to put a sanction on them. You know? As soon as Russia wants to try to do something with energy and oil, oh no, we got to sanction them. That's hypocrisy, man. Like the brother just said, man. You got conflict going on right now, as we speak in the South China Sea, man. Whereas China's pretty much like, okay, man, you in our, it's called the South China Sea, man. You are in our naval bases, in our waters, right? And it's something called the 9-dash line. Whereas China has a specific amount of space in the South China Sea that is considered theirs. But you got the Philippines over there pretty much stating that, well, no, hey, this part of the sea is to us. Which who's back in the Philippines? It's the U.S. All right, so pretty much right now, you can go look it up. China's pretty much on standby for World War III. They told their people like, okay, look, just getting y'all prepared, letting y'all know World War III might happen. Because Russia and China are gonna have war. They're gonna have military exercises in the South China Sea next month.
Yep.
While Philippines is out there, while America's out there too, which could spark something, man.
Right.
Hey, I wanted to make another quick point too. You know those in Somalia, they call those people out there pirates.
Yeah.
But really, that's nothing but more than those people's navy, man. Because they'll put all this propaganda and lies on the media, calling these people Somali pirates and show them on camera shooting at U.S. Ships. But in all actuality, man, that's the Somalian Navy, and they're basically protecting their waters because American military basically dumping all type of radioactive waste out into the waters over in the coast of Somalia, man. So that's another example, like you was going into, man. Just some more the hypocrisy of America, man. Like they have the ability to send their navy throughout the waters all over the world, but when these people are trying to protect the waters of their own land, they call pirates. You know what I'm saying? That just shows like the audacity of this wicked nation, man. They always just flip the script on everybody, man.
Hypocritical.
Yeah.
Hypocritical nation, yeah. Hypocritical nation, man.
You know, precept really quick. Just going to what you're saying. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, it says he transgresseth by wine, man, and that wine is these different doctrines and these different philosophies that the so-called white man be spilling out upon America, man. So read that part again.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
He's proud, man. He thinks that he can do anything. I'm gonna create a nuke, but I'm gonna put a sanction on you, so you can't make no more nuclear missiles. I want to roam the sea, the South China Sea, but you can't be here because I said so. America is the bully of the earth, man.
That's right.
The so-called white man is the bully of the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
God, this next part of this verse right here goes into exactly what you're saying. Neither keepeth at home.
He doesn't keep at home. That's why, like I said earlier, man, they got embassies set up everywhere across the world, man. They got different naval bases, man. America got naval bases in Turkey, naval bases in France, Germany.
Every country.
Every country, man.
Yeah, well, the scriptures considered him, well, when you go to Cain, if you're in the spirit, you know that Cain is the spirit of Esau pretty much. And when you go to Cain, what was Cain? He was a vagabond. And when you look up a vagabond, that's a traveler. Someone who bounces from here to here to here to here to here. That's why he went to the land called Nod, which means wandering. He's a wanderer, so through the spirit, he's still doing that again. The only time it's gonna cease is when our Lord comes back, man. He's just doing his job pretty much. You know?
And even with that, man, you got them damn Edomites over there in our land, man, which is the land of Israel, man.
That's right.
Them fake ass Jews over there in Israel right now, man, they ain't the real Jews, man.
That's right.
We are the real children of Israel, man. The Negro, Latino, Native American man and woman are the true children of Israel, of Yasharala. Okay? And that goes to show you what the brother said, man. Esau is a vagabond, man. He travels out and he always just inches his way into something, and then all of a sudden he's the Hamite. All of a sudden Esau is the Egyptian. Now all of a sudden Esau, he's the Chinese man. You know? But when you look into a movie, if you see Esau, what does Esau look like? A black man with blonde hair.
With blonde dreadlocks.
With blonde dreads. That's who Esau is. But Jacob, who is Jacob? A white man. Fucking hypocrites, man. Do you have any more on that?
Yeah. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Right, he enlargeth his desire as hell, as the grave, man. Everything that he wants to do, man, it brings death and destruction.
That's right.
So he just wants to enlarge his hell, man.
Yeah. And is his death and cannot be satisfied.
He can't be satisfied with death, man. He always has to have more, man. You know? That's why, roughly paraphrasing, Yahushua said, man, look, like he has to come back, man, because there's going to be no more flesh to save. If he doesn't come back, man, Esau's going to destroy everything. And if Yahushua doesn't come back, he will mess around and kill himself, and there will be nobody here. Go ahead, Doc.
But gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
He gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Right, so aren't all these nations going to take up a parable, a dark saying against the king of Babylon? Isn't all these nations going to bring up a parable against Esau, the so-called white man? And you seeing that happen today, man. North Korea testing out their nukes. Iran testing out their nukes. China pretty much bucking up. Russia coming up, man. Which Russia is prophesied in the scriptures, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Russia is prophesied to bring down this place with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Say this real quick. Now, if you got your house, right, and you have some nigga come to your house that's drinking up all your orange juice, he busting your dough without being invited, he drinking up all your orange juice, eating up all your turkey, your lamb.
Smash your old lady.
Yeah, smash your old lady. Using up all the toilet paper when you try to go to the bathroom. Eventually, you gonna get pissed off, man. Eventually, you gonna say enough is enough, man. Like, I gotta get this motherfucker out of my house, man.
That's right.
That's exactly what's going on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
He done took up everybody's resources, drunk up all their orange juice, drunk up all their wine, their liquor. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing left, man. They sitting dry as hell in the corner. So now they finna put the spirit of you to get in the so-called white man's ass, man.
Give him that issue, that's right.
God, right now what's going on, we complaining about it, but you got the so-called white man like, yeah, so what? I'm drinking up all your orange juice and this and that. Like, why you complaining about it? Why you mad? That's pretty much what's going on, man, with this dude, man. He done stole everything. Nothing is his. Nothing is his. And when you want to complain about it, he want to call it reverse racism. You know? How backwards is that?
You got the white man coming into your house, right? He has your refrigerator, all right? Like the brother said, he drinking all the orange juice, eating your eggs, you know? You come back like, bro, what you doing? Like, and he looking at you like, nigga, what you saying? This is my fridge.
Right.
This is me. That's what he's doing, man.
Say you being hateful.
Why you cursing me out? Because I'm in my refrigerator. He looking at him like, nigga, no, this is my shit. You know?
That's right.
That's the so-called white man for you, man. That's
If I can add to that, you'll have situations, all these countries were signing treaties and different types of negotiations with the so-called white man. So, like as the brothers use the analogy of the so-called white man being in your house, you signed a treaty for him to be able to eat your food so that he can help you out with some of the bills. But you didn't read the fine print, and now what you signed your name over to is to give him all your goods.
Yeah.
That's what all these other countries are finding out. It wasn't just simple trade back and forth. You signed your whole life over to it by signing up for the World Bank. You signed up for the so-called white man, like the brother said, smashing your old lady. Now he upstairs, peeing all over the toilet. There ain't nothing you can do about it. That's what all these nations are understanding. We signed up for this shit. But you know what? We not gonna stand this long. We not gonna stand for this long.
That's crazy.
And this is Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
right, man. So the pride of the so-called white man is ultimately deceiving you, man. Because this pride that you got built up in you, man, what does the scripture say? Pride comes before destruction. You got all this pride built up in you. You that liveth in the clefts of the rocks, these mountains that we see every single day. Driving to the slave ship.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, and that's how the so-called white man thinks. It's like, man, you know, who's gonna bring me down to the ground? Who's gonna bring me down? That's the spirit. Like, if you look at Donald Trump has that spirit.
Sure.
Donald Trump is like, who's gonna bring me down to the ground? Let's go ahead and build the wall.
You said he ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
His name's Susan. He's the trump card of the white man.
Yeah. That's right. Donald Trump is the epitome of what the so-called white man wants to, like, he is the face of Esau, man.
Proud man. Like
He
the
is-
brother said,
Oh,
like the brother said, he's a card, he's a playing card. It's not real. He's a simple distraction. All the stuff that's going on in the world. For one example, the brother was talking about what was going on in China. Broke that down beautiful. But what are niggas over here worried about? Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
While other countries are talking about World War III.
That's right, brother.
Donald Trump is simply that.
That's all.
A Trump, a playing card.
That's right.
The last one that's gonna be played. The major one.
Oh, that's a beautiful point, man. That's an unknown. That's right. That's a beautiful unknown. Any more to that?
Thou that dwellest in, thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou
that exalt thyself as the eagle, which America's symbol is the eagle. Go ahead.
And though thou set thy nest amongst the stars,
and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, man, you got these different satellites and space stations out in space. Go ahead,
this will I bring thee down.
He said, then will I bring thee down, man. And that started happening in what, the 1970s, man. When they started putting up them satellites and they started making their way out into space, man, that's when shit started hitting the fan. You know, and spiritually also, man, if you really look at it like that too, that's when Abba Bivens really started coming into the scene, man. And then the nation of Israel, man, John the Baptist came back and started turning the hearts back to the fathers, man. Starting to really understanding what's taking place, man. So you can't, man, the Most High, man. If you can receive it.
Saith Yahweh Shemel Shah, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Right, so how are thou cut off, man? How are you brought down?
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right, so that once you steal until you had enough? No, man, the so-called white man is gonna keep stealing. Until he's gonna fill his belly and then keep going, man. And then he's gonna have to what? When you eat and you consistently eat, you full, you satisfied. And what does the so-called white man do? He's sitting there just keep eating, just you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, what's gonna happen? You're gonna vomit all that shit right back out, man.
The rich man and Lazarus, man. Rich man and Lazarus, man. Lazarus was poor, he was afflicted. The rich man was eating, dropping crumbs. He wouldn't even give Lazarus the crumbs, man. That's Jacob and Esau all day, man. He desired his goodness is pretty much as hell, like we spread in Habakkuk just now.
Obadiah too, if brothers.
God,
and then Job getting his belly full. You know what I'm saying?
God, brother, he won't eat till he has enough, man. He won't get full. Goddamn it. Even when he full, he gonna keep those.